welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a cash condensing, a long awaited cash condensing. I'm going to go through all of my binders. I'm going to have a cash condensing and a count up. All of these have been written out. These are all my sinking funds and all my savings challenges. So I'm going to make a start. So these two binders are my sinking funds. And all throughout April, I haven't done much in them because I've been taking all my available money that would normally go into here and playing games with them. So not too much activities happened in here, but I'll go through it anyway and cash condense if it needs. I doubt it will. And just have a count up of what's actually what I've got, basically. And then the same for this side. I'll go through everything, condense what needs condensing and count up what is happening in terms of my cash stuffing journey. So I'm going to jump in here first because I know for a fact, I've just made some notes on there about what my goals are. It's good to keep reevaluating. Right, so in here is my fuel money. So this is throughout the month I've been putting fuel in my car using my credit card, and so this money is for the bill. The bill's due to come out of my bank in a couple of days, so this needs to go back to the bank. I've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 140 pounds. But I'll use this as well in the cash, you know, the notes. They come in handy for cash condensing. So let me write that down. I don't know what I'm doing for spacing. Hang on, I'll move that. So in my fuel, I'm just going to put a line here because it's just a holding pot. It's not savings. I have 140 to go back to the bank. Okay, in rainy day, I have 20, 35 pounds in total, but my smallest placeholder is a 50, so nothing can go back into the bank just yet for that. Business fund, I've got 0. Home improvements, I have 20, 45. There's not very much happening in here. So gardening fund, I've got nothing. School holidays, I have. So these are mainly for the big school holidays, the summer holidays. So there's 50 and 5 in there. But nothing's going to the bank. I know I've got a placeholder, but it's already there. And that's that for that binder. I've got loads of placeholders in holiday fund. So in my holiday fund, I have got, oh, that's the tracker there, 200, 300, 450 in the bank, and then 490 in total. Fun stuff, 0. Dental, I have 105. Oops. 100 in the bank and £5 there. Car maintenance. I'm going to talk about car maintenance maybe a wee bit later. I have £30 in there. Yeah, because things are changing to do with my car. Birthdays and gifts, I've got nothing. Next, beauty, I have nothing in there. New clothes, I have nothing in there. I've been spending. New tech, I have £15 in there. Christmas so far, I've got 25 in there. Sammy's school stuff, I have 0. And debt-free, £50 in the bank, 75 altogether in there. So then I can just total that up and see what it comes to at the very end. Okay, so these are my active savings challenges. This is the binder that I use the very most at the moment. And save the year, we have quite a lot of money in here, because this is my biggest, most challenging savings challenge. So let me count what I've got. 50 in the bank, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90. So that's 140 there. Plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 148 in total. I'm going to take these two. Sorry, these, because I have £90 in cash, I'm going to take this 50 and this 50. I'm going to take £50 back to the bank from there. I'm going to swap that for a £100 placeholder. There we are. So we still have 148 altogether. Now these £8 coins, I'm going to take out 5. Oh my goodness. Because I put 3 back in, I'm going to swap some money around. So in the Fiver Fridays, I'm taking 2 5s out and putting a 10 in, so that's what was in there originally. I'm going to swap these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to go back to the bank for this 5 here. So then I've condensed it right the way down. I still have 148 in there, but it's just a lot thinner. So that's good. Then in Fiver Friday, sorry, I've got, oh, I'll put this back as well. When I do the May setup, I'll swap the card out. For May's card. Fiver Friday, we've got 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 in total. So I'll write that down. I'm going to see £90. Let me think about this. So I want all these fivers out. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20. And swap that with 20. Then I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 £10 notes here for a £50 placeholder. There we go. So £50 have gone back to the bank for that, and I've swapped it with a placeholder. So we still have 90 overall in here. That's good. And then now I've got these fivers to help me with the rest of the coins that I've accumulated. In the Money Mermaid, I have got 2 5s, swap for a 10. Easy enough. And then how much can you save? I have 15 in here, so I'll keep one of the 5s and I'll swap 2 5s for a 10. There we go. Lotto. Oh, right, I've not been writing this down. £10 in Money Mermaid and £15 in How Much Can You Save? Lotto, I have got some coins there as well. 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So 117. I'm going to keep this 10. I'm going to swap this 100 cash with this 100 placeholder. So 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Back to the bank. $100 has been taken back to the bank. And then for these coins, I'm going to just see if I can swap out the £5 coins for a note. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. So that can go back to that. There we go as well. So we've got still 117 in here. With some money going back to the bank. There we go. Pancake cash stack. Let's see what we've got in here. Is that all the coins out? Yep. Okay. So in pancake cash stack we have 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45 in total. I'm going to swap these £5 coins for a £5 note, and then this for £20. 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, not £20, £40, sorry, £20 notes. So now we still have 45 in here, but much less bulky. Happy birthday, let's see. No coins in there. 10, 20, 30, 5. So I'll swap this for £20, a £20 note. So we still have 35 in here. A slice of savings. Oh, I think that's already condensed. I have just £10 in there. Yep. And then for Mermaid, I have £3 in there, which I can't do anything with. And then Crimbob, I've got nothing. I've put this back in here. This wasn't here last week. I've put this back in because I need to start trickling some money into Christmas wherever I can. So that is that for the active savings. This binder here has got a few other savings challenges, some of which I've started and then put back, waiting to go again, some of which are just not currently being used, but they're waiting for their turn. So let's see what we've got in here. Collectively, I've got £2 in here. £4 in here, that's 6. 10 in here is 16. They're all coins, by the way. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So collectively I have £21 in there. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep them separate from each other. But like this one here can be swapped out for a note, I think. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Swap that for £10. Yeah, so these will come back into my active binder once some of these at the back have finished, because I'm not far off finishing a few of these. This one I think has got 2 weeks left. This one's got a good few weeks left actually, but not too much longer, and then I'll swap them out for these. So that's in there now, that's 10 in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. I could condense them down, but I don't really want to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, there's 5 in here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. So that's condensed down for the time being. And then these are my completed challenges. These are waiting to be reallocated after I've saved up a few more. So in here is February, I have £10 altogether. So I'm going to swap the 5 and the £5 coins for a £10 note. One, two, three, four, 5. There we go. Daisies and sheep. This was the March freebie. And this has got, pull those coins out, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I'll keep that 5. I'll swap this for £10. And then Summer Vibes was from the freebie from We've Got the Studios. And that saves 10. So I've got 10 there. I'm going to swap it for £10 note. Vitamin C has already been condensed. There's 20 in there. So this was 10 and this is 20. 90s Babe. Let's see. I think it saved 70, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. So this is going to go back to the bank as a £50 placeholder. This was originally for business fund, which I was going to buy a printer, and I still intend to do that. So I might spend that quite soon. I don't want to spend a fortune on a printer, but I also don't want a rubbish printer. I want an alright one. So there's 70 in there, in the 90s Babe, 50 of which has gone back to the bank. And then pin number Panic. There's £1 in there as well, so £1. Let's see, it has 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. It's got 141 in total because there's £1 there, which is a little bit annoying actually. I might do something with that later. So 141, so I'm going to swap all of this for placeholders and cash. So there's 100, 20, 40. So we now have 141 in there, and 100 has gone back to the bank. And then this one has, oh, it's not been done already. Let's have a look. So this has got, this was April's freebie, April showers. And it's got 20 in there. So I might as well swap those for a 20. There we go. And that is all the money I have in my binders. So, time for count up. Let's hope I do this right. Oops. I have got 35 plus 45, 55, 490, 105, 30, 15, 25 and 75. So in my sinking funds currently, I have got £875, which is very comforting to know. And then in my savings and completed everything else, I have got 148 in save the year so far, plus 90, plus 10, plus 15, plus 117, plus 45, plus 35, plus 10, plus 3, plus 21, plus 10, plus 15, plus 10, plus 20, plus 70, plus 141, plus 20, 780 altogether. And then I'm going to add these two together. So 780 plus 875, £1,655. £1,655. That's not bad for savings. I know some of it's active. Considering I'm on a low income, I'm quite proud of that. Okay, now to make sure that we have all the money that it says we do, to go back to the bank. So back to the bank, I should have the 140 fuel money. You can still see that, 140 there for fuel. Plus the 50 plus 50 plus 100 plus 50 and plus another 100. So I should have 490 going back to the bank, 490. Let's check if that's right. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. So 290, 300. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 400, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So that's £450 in cash. And let's see how many in £1 coins. 450 plus 5, so 455, 460, 465, 470, that's 10, so 480, 485, whoops, I left one behind, and 490. That is everything. Correct. Correct and cash condensed. As far as the allocation for next time, I've thought about what I've got going on and what I need these savings for. So this obviously is going to be all year, so that money I'm going to just leave in the bank until the end of the year. It's going to go towards the holiday of 2026 because it saves a really big number. I can't remember how much, but I think it's like 1,300 and something altogether that this one saves. So that's going to go for a holiday of 2026. This one I don't know yet, maybe just to start 2026 or give it 2026 a little bit of a boost. I'm thinking maybe a birthday party for my son who's in January, because he'll be turning 7 and it only saves 260, so it might go towards a birthday party for that. These are just miscellaneous for things that I need as and when. I'm thinking this 400, by the time I've finished these numbers here, this will go towards my the summer holidays, you know, just because it's 6 weeks long, and I think my aim for the summer holidays was £600, so that's 400, and I have already saved in the kids' summer holidays, where is it, 55. So I'll have 455, and then maybe I can top it up here and there, I don't know yet. It doesn't matter if I don't make the £600 goal, but I just thought £100 a week will definitely cushion the blow. Pancake profits, I've got a few weeks left on that, but I've worked out that as long as I put money into this every week, by the time it's finished, I'll have saved 120, and obviously we've got Father's Day coming up, and it'll be my dad's birthday as well, so that will help towards that. And then these birthday, there's only £50 I think in here, but I know that my youngest son has got 4 birthday parties in June and July, so that's going to help for that. This is just my thinking at the time, and these are miscellaneous savings. Obviously this is Christmas, I need to trickle back into that, so that's my thinking for the time being. So once I've saved up, when it gets to June for Father's Day and my dad's birthday and these other parties, these should have been completed by then. So that's, I think, and then this will obviously have been completed as well because there's not much left in there. I'm not sure how long slice will take. These won't be completed by then. So I've got a couple more to do, and then I'll do a reallocation maybe at the end of May. Yeah, probably at the end of May I'll do a reallocation of these completed sinking fund, these completing savings challenges. I'll do a reallocation of them all. I'll collect a few more, but that's my thinking. I just need to get these done, ready for the next big events where I'm going to need money. Okay, sorry for that big long ramble. It was probably much more complicated than it needed to be. But I hope you've enjoyed the video regardless, and I will see you in the next video, which is going to be setting up my actual May pay. Right, bye.